colleagues, Sharon, Steiner, Emmanuel, and Darren. So this is what we'll be covering for today. And later Sharon will go through with you the financial status of our company. So we aim to be the global leader in the microcomputer industry while providing effective solutions for our customers. And we are headed by Emmanuel, and we have a total of 4 VPs covering 4 departments. So in quarter 3, there were 6% of the market share that we managed to obtain, and this was our balanced scorecard. And in quarter 4, we have improved to gain 19% of the market share in pink. So in particular, our wealth status shows that we are number 2, and we are ranked 3rd for financial performance. So our long-term plans is to open offices in all regions except for competitive areas such as New York, London, and Beijing. And so boxed in black is the areas, the sales office that we have already opened, but in the red regions are the places where we will be opening our sales office. So in our short-term plans for the past few quarters was to actually consolidate our operations in US, Canada, and Brazil. What's our marketing strategy? That will be to prioritize our customer wants and needs, and so we look at a combination of product, price, and advertisements ratings. And in particular, we also compare the product specifications of each of the competitors, and also look out for any key specifications that we're lacking in and try to improve on it. So Customer Union has actually rated 2 of our products as very good, and they target the innovator and the traveler segment. And also 1 product has been rated acceptable. So we are the only production plant that is in Brazil, and we are producing 150 units per day, and this we hope will be able to cover the projected demand for quarter 5 and 6. And for our sales management team, we have allocated for each sales office, we will have 1 salesperson targeting each product segment, and finally 1 sales support for every sales office. So now Sharon will present to you the financial status.
Thank you, Steph. Now I'll cover financial strategy. And firstly, for financial strategy, we have actually proven to have immense foresight, and this is exemplified by the following 3 points. First, we actually have high investment for the future, for example, our sales office expansion as well as our R&D, and we have actually shown to be unafraid to take the plunge in the current quarter in order to fund our future growth. However, what we are engaging in is not blind, aggressive expansion strategy. We actually do exhibit operational efficiency as well, and this is actually shown by the fact that we would have made a profit of approximately 5.2 million in the current quarter if we exclude our R&D cost. Next, for tactical plan, in terms of product, in terms of brands, we actually we will be planning to release new brands as a result of the R&D blast in quarter 6 and 7, and we note that the 200 series will be the improvement of the 100 series. Okay, next, for the projection of demand, I will use quarter 6 as a guide, as an example of how we actually do the projection of demand. And so for quarter 6, we actually use quarter 5's projected demand multiplied by the increase in number of sales officers and multiply again by the estimated decline in demand of old brands as a result of the annual industry life cycle. Okay, next, in terms of sales force, we increase it proportionately to the projected demand, and we would not be expecting to take any bank loans for the subsequent quarters to maintain our current healthy liquidity ratios. Now moving on to pro forma, we look at the cumulative net income, which will actually enter the positive region in quarter 6 onwards, and this is similarly exhibited by cash flows, where we look at past quarter 5, we actually will be generating an exponential increase in cash flow, and this will actually be self-sustaining in the sense that we would not have to pump more equity, which will actually be detrimental because it will lead to a dilution of shares. Okay, next, for total assets, similarly, we also note exponential increase. And now move on to what exactly is in it for you as the investor. So the amount we will actually be requesting would be a 3.6 million amount, as well as as a result, we'll be giving you a 15% equity stake. And in return, for the periods quarters 5 to 12, we will be looking at a 3,159% ROI increase, and this essentially means that for every $1 we generate, that you give to us, we'll be able to generate a $31 company ROI at the end of quarter 12. So with that, thank you for your attention, and our team looks forward to a possible and successful partnership with you. Thank you.
Questions?
Okay, hi, I was just wondering, how do you justify your predictions for 3,000%?
Basically from Q7 to Q8, the exponential up. How do you justify that?
Sorry, can you?
How do you justify 3,000% from a 700% to 3,000% ROI? I mean, they're all projections, right? So what is the basis of the projections?
Okay, firstly we look at the 3,000% in terms of increase from quarter 12 and from quarter 5 to quarter 12. So, and if you are looking at specific line items, am I right?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay, so the number we got was actually quite conservative in a sense because we made a few assumptions and we scaled the assumptions down in order for the numbers to be more conservative. So for example, our WACC, instead of the initial 10% that we wanted to use, we scaled it up to 12%. And another assumption that we made, which was the top line revenue, the projected demand, the initial projected percentage increase was a number of 284%, but we actually scaled it down by 20%, and we gave the net income projection from quarters 9 to 12 to marked it down to 225%. Yeah.
Okay, but still, like, what gives you the impression that what is your all those assumptions? Because you make a base assumption, then you scale down your base assumptions, right? That's what you're saying, right?
Sorry?
You made an initial assumption, and after that you like, lower the assumption down, right?
Okay, basically, usually at the end of the fourth quarter of each year, there's this demand life cycle which actually tells us that there will be a higher demand from what we see from the third quarter to the fourth quarter. Basically, we actually have about 400% increase in sales also.
Okay.
Then the other thing is we actually have R&D. We are deciding to go into R&D very heavily about 5 of the features. So it's like we are planning to whack to the 5 R&Ds, and we are looking into long terms. That means we are borrowing money from we are asking you all to invest in us so that we are able to do heavily into R&D, so that we are able to have sell more products that is more new and able to make other existing products obsolete.
And just to add on to his point, the R&D is for all the players in the industry, so which will come in at quarter 5 to launching at quarter 6.
Yeah.
So in the sense that we would expect the industry life cycle to experience another surge while more product attributes and more features are available to the consumers in the market.
So you're very focused on your product. But what about your marketing, your sales officers, and all these efforts?
Okay, and there are 20 sales offices in the world that you can actually open. We are opening 17 as of the next quarter. We will have 17 sales offices. We are not opening 3 because there's really a very high demand, very high competition there. So we are saying, okay, we'll just see whether maybe in the future when we have very good high profit, then maybe we'll go and fight there. But for now, we say a conservative approach would be we stay out of these 3 regions first to consolidate our shares first. So what was the other one?
Advertising.
Yeah, for advertising. So our marketing guy will tell you about advertising.
Advertising, actually, we took a look at the ads. At the start when we did our first few ads, it was quite cluttered. So it's only very recent that we changed the layout to make it less cluttered. And we realized there's quite a potential in the ad design because we took a look at our competitors' ads. We realized that they never cater their ads to the wants and the needs that we have for market research.
Sorry to interrupt, but basically what you're saying is that right now you have very few sales officers.
We have a lot.
We have 10.
10
We have one of the most in terms of all the other competitors right now. As of the next quarter, we will probably be one of the most, if not the second most.
So that, okay.
And in terms of adding on to the advertising things, right? Okay, there are 4 in terms of ad judgment. There are 4 ads out of all the ads in the world that have a 70 and above rating, and so but they are not directly in conjunction with our main primary and secondary target markets. But all our ads are on the 60 to close to 70 region,
Yes.
and we have improved, or we are hoping that it will improve in this coming quarter to reach brand advertising effectiveness.
I think there's basically 2 parts to the ads now. One is what you put in the ad to attract the customers. The other one is see the competitors' ads, how well are they doing in that particular region. So yeah, we put these 2 together and match it up, and we also try to tailor it based on the region itself. And yeah.
May I know your current position in terms of cumulative scorecard?
Oh, wait, that-
Yeah, that hurt.
Okay.
Alright, I would like to know what exactly is your target market, because you all say that you all cater to large range of brand products.
Yes.
So right now you are actually doing every product, is it? But eventually you are going to somewhere, right? I mean, like, you won't have really have much of the
Okay, I'll talk about the short term. Basically, based on the 4th quarter, we realized that actually there's a high demand for travelers.
okay.
So for this coming quarter 5, we'll be actually making more products for traveler. Then after that, we'll actually be doing R&D. So in the long run, we'll be actually be focusing into Mercedes.
So your R&D will be focusing on Mercedes.
And we also have,
Yes.
because Mercedes, because R&D, they also have cross features that are mixed with innovators and some other segments also. So we are actually be able to bring out the rest of the 5 segments as well. Yeah, but we'll be focusing more into Mercedes because
so
they
it's
have higher
focused-
margin profits in order to cut.
Okay, for this current quarter, in the short term, our priority order is travelers, innovators, workhorses, cost cutters, workhorses, and Mercedes, because we cannot reach the Mercedes segment as well in terms of product specs, and no one is reaching the Mercedes segment effectively right now. So that's why we are hitting the R&D. We are trying to maximize R&D to effectively hit the Mercedes segment. So in terms of quarter 6, Mercedes will be probably our primary or secondary market.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Whatever you want.